The title of this section is aptly called, What You See is Not What You Get. We chose the title intentionally. The point we want to make is that there is so much more to us than meets the eye. To explain the complexity of people, we have chosen to share the Ice-Berg model with you. This is a very simple yet powerful model and metaphor to help us understand people as well as help us understand how we can change behavior. Like the tip of an iceberg, only 10% of who you are is easily seen by others. We show only a fraction of ourselves during our daily lives. The things easily seen by the eye, for example, the way we act, dress, and behave. In other words, we show the tip of the iceberg of our personality, the tip of who we really are. The other 90% is often hidden from others and ourselves. Let me clarify the concept of the iceberg by explaining what is above and below the water. As mentioned already, a mere 10% is visible to the eye. This includes things like our behavior, our skills, and our knowledge. Below the water, the other 90% are the more complicated aspects of selves, such as our social role and values, our attitude, traits, and motives. I'm sure you are beginning to form a picture of the above and below the water qualities that humans have. Let's take it one step further and allow me to explain each quality in a bit more detail. Behaviors are the range of actions displayed by humans which are influenced by culture, attitudes, emotions, values, ethics, persuasion, coercion, and/or genetics. Put simply, it is what you do and what others observe you are doing. Knowledge is the acquisition of information over a period of time. This knowledge can be acquired in both a formal or informal way. Skills is your learned capacity to carry out predetermined results using your knowledge, often with minimum outlay of time, energy, or both. Skills are what you can do with what you know. These visible qualities are some of the easier facets of yourself to change. To change your behavior, you need to replace old ways of behaving with new ways of behaving. To increase your knowledge, you can read, take classes, or spend time with an expert. Skills development, on the other hand, takes practice, and more practice. Now let's look at our hidden qualities. Attitudes are your habits of thinking that influence your choices. An example might be getting up early even though you are not a morning person, as you want to get to class on time to get good grades. Your attitudes about keeping commitments on gaining education influences your choices. Traits are your enduring patterns of thought, feeling, and actions. An example of a trait is if you are introverted or extroverted. Introverts may never be 100% comfortable around crowds or strangers, but they can learn to get better and more comfortable in a crowd. Let's look at values. Values are an emotion, desire, or physiological need that acts as a catalyst to action. Action is the key word here. You tend to have more energy to action something that you value. Motives, physiological impulses that drive your actions based on what you perceive as a basic need. For example, if you are motivated by achievement, you are more likely to find energy and commitment to a goal that will make you feel accomplished and successful. Hidden qualities are the most difficult to change. From these, motives are the most difficult to change as they are deeply ingrained from all of our past experiences. Attitudes, traits, and values tend to shift as we mature, learn, grow, and our experiences expand. You may be asking yourself what the relevance is of the Ice-Berg model to understanding ourselves and our behavior. The model helps us understand qualities that make you the unique individual that you are. It also explains the visible versus the submerged qualities we have. The more submerged qualities are the more difficult to alter, but with perseverance, determination, and the right support, you can take charge of making personal changes you desire. Let's look at the application of the model to yourself and those around you. The more we understand where our behavior stems from, and the more we understand where other people's behavior stem from, the more we can accept and respect ourselves and others for who we are and what we bring. The model gives us perspectives and insight to what is seen and not seen, to what is visible and not visible to the eye. It helps us understand what we see of others, and it helps us consider where they come from.